Shalom. First and foremost, before I begin this lesson, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopefully elect. I'm the brother lawyer, and I teach at the Great Millstone Nashville Camp. Come back with a quick lesson, and this lesson will be entitled Esau versus Jacob, Race Wars. Esau versus Jacob, Race Wars, or Nation Against Nation. All right, because that's what's coming down the pipeline. Jacob versus Esau, which are the main, what is called the protagonist and the antagonist, right? So this stage is about to be set because it is a set stage, and Yahweh, Bashim, Shah are the directors, So the stage of race wars is being set up, all right? I don't want to do too much talking. So I don't look at this dude's channel all the time. Sometimes I do when he has good, information or good videos more so, not information. All right. So as you see right here in the description, it says FAFO, fuck around and find out. All right. So that's what that means. It says crazy ass racist views N-word and find out. Now in this video, Jake was throwing down because Jake is tired. You so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and Hispanics, right, and our descendants that might look like other nations, but they're of our seed line. Jake, as a whole, as a collective of people, we are fucking tired. We're tired of oppression. We're tired of our enemies being over us. We're tired of busting our ass, at these jobs, which is another form of our enemies being over us. And some dumb nigga might be like, well, how? We're still here in our captivity, just like in other places around the world. Their enemy is still over us. And we're not going to escape the curses till Yahweh Bashim Shah comes back. So I don't know how much time I have with my memory, meaning, with this app that I have. And it's been rough trying to make this video. Yes, this video is supposed to be posted yesterday. All right. And so I had some issues with uploading this video. So before I get any other precept, I want to get this Ephesians 6 because we are battling wickedness in high places, dealing with these rulers, these Edomites, and the sorcery and witchcraft that they like to do against Jacob, because we are the righteous and they are the wicked, and they know that they're the wicked. And also too, you dumb niggas out there, you coons that like to be like, oh, Esau, you ain't wicked. Well, so-called white men ain't wicked. Well, the book of Malachi says otherwise. I believe it's Malachi 1, very first chapter, calls him the border of wickedness in the people whom the Lord have indignation forever. And that's what's getting ready to come to him. All right, so this is Ephesians 6 and 12. It says, for we, and this is the NLT, for we are not fighting against flesh and blood enemies, but against evil rulers and authorities of the unseen world, against mighty powers in this dark world, and against evil spirits in the heavenly places. And it says in the heavenly places, and that's not saying it's a war in heaven or anything like that. The Lord controls the good and the evil. And just like how in the book of Job, it says that the sons of God, matter of fact, let me get that. I got to get it. So right here, Job 1 and 7, well, actually, I got to start at 6. I'm just waiting for it to load up. Bear with me. And really, since you want to do that, it's a lock here. All right, there it goes, loading. Come on. That's some bullshit. All right, so really, so Job 1 and 7, because it talks about the sons of God in the 6th verse. I don't want to go slow. You can read it yourselves. The brothers that's in the know, the sisters that's in the know, we know these scriptures. They know, what's being said in the 6th verse. All right, so Job 1 and 7 says, and the Lord said unto Satan, whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord, and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. And the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job? So this basically goes into how they have an agreement, and Satan goes to and fro through the earth, And so yeah, they meet right back into the heavens, the heavenly Father, the righteous angels and the wicked angels, and they do the Lord's bidding. All right, so that's all I want with that. So like what we was going into, Jacob and Esau, and through the Spirit, you know, well, plainly, we are the righteous people and they're the wicked, and they deal with the left hand side, And so anyway, let's get this real quick. Let's go into Genesis, basic milk scriptures, and let me see if I have the other precept in Genesis. It's supposed to be Genesis 25 also. Give me 1 second. All right, so this is Genesis 25. Damn, nose getting stopped up. I'm going to start at 21. It says, and Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren, so Rebekah couldn't have children. And the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. So Isaac and Rebekah, they were going to have kids, all right? It says, and the Lord struggled, not the Lord, goodness gracious, and the children, Salakia, and the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. So yes, we are twins, right? I think it's not Siamese, paternal twins, right? It says, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. And those are characteristics between the two nations that are separated, all right? But they had the same mother and same father. So yes, we are the stronger people. It's not me making shit up. Everybody knows this, even so-called white people. They will tell you this. They know this. All right, that's why we on their football teams, basketball, baseball. Jacob's a form of all things. We are the best. We are the stronger people. These different wars that were fought. They won those wars because, of course, the Lord had it to where, it was going to be that they won. But Jacob, we did a lot of things, to basically forward this nation, to make this nation great, make America great again. Anyway, it says, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her room, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau, Ashashua, which means he wasted away, because Esau didn't have no pigmentation. Just like how many babies come out, they don't have pigmentation. They're not brown yet. And let me look that up. All right, so I did a simple Google search. I asked, are babies red when they come out or when they are born? It says, yes, most babies are born with red or purple skin, right? It says a healthy newborn's skin is usually dark red or purple, and their hands and feet are bluish. The skin turns red after the baby takes their first breath. The redness usually fades within the first day, but Esau, he didn't fade. That red didn't fade away. That's who he is, and that's how we identify who's the Edomites on the earth, along with the characteristics of different things that they do. Like Esau being a cunning hunter. And also too, he was given the sword. That was his blessing, which we're gonna go into. And I'm gonna try to fly through this because I don't know how much memory will be left. On my memory card, so it might cut the video, which I don't want. All right. And also, too, it said that Edomites will be ruling in the last days when the Lord come back. And hopefully we'll end with that precept. So I think I'm going to go right back to Genesis 25. All right. And so we got Genesis 25. Let's go to 26. And after that came his brother out. Not his name. Damn, Salak, I'm everywhere. Genesis 25:26. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob, or Yaquab, which means to supplant, which played a role into Jacob getting a blessing. But it was all done through the Spirit that Esau was going to give away his blessing. That's why he's mad. That's why he keep his anger forever, and that's why they hate us to this day. It's a perpetual hatred, which means continuing. Because I got that Amos 1:11. All right, and so Jacob's hand holding on to Esau's heel symbolizes Jacob bringing him down. So that's what's getting ready to happen. The fall of Esau is coming now. It's coming in these days. All right, and it says, and Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. All right. This is one of the characteristics. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in the tents. When you text Jake, if he's off of work, what is Jake, so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and Hispanics, and our descendants, what they gonna say, man? I'm at the crib, I'm at the house. You always text Jake, hey, hey, brother, what you doing? Hey, sister. She or he, that's the Israelite. They're gonna be at the crib. That's the characteristic of our father. They might be out of town somewhere, but other than that, Jake is in the house. All right, that's all Jake want to do is chill. That's what Jake always say. I'm trying to chill. I'm chilling. You know, Esau, he wants to go out, be in the woods, in the wilderness. He wants to do all this shit, hunting. He's never at home. That's the characteristics of the Edomites. Do Jake do that too? Yes. All right, but the majority of what shit? You even got Edomites that look like Jake. It says, and Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob, right? And so let's keep going. I'm trying to make this quick. And Jacob saw pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. The nigga was hungry. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die. And what profit shall this birthright gave me? So the nigga gave away the blessings that he would inherit. When you have a firstborn son, he inherited the blessings. He gave that away, dumbass nigga. It says, and Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he swore unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils. I love lentils. He did eat and drank, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright, so he hated it. All right, let's knock that down, knock this down. Let's go to Genesis 25 real quick, and I have other precepts. All right, I'm gonna try to skim through this. Genesis 25, and this is dealing with the blessing. It says, and it come to pass that when that when Isaac was old, and his eyes were dim, so that he could not see, he called Esau his son, his eldest son, and said unto him, my son. He said unto him, behold, here I am. And he said, behold, now I am old, I know not the day of my death. Now therefore take, I pray thee, thy weapons, thy quiver, thy bow, and go out to the field and take me some venison. All right. And I'm gonna go down. So Rebekah heard it. Let's see. Rebekah spake unto Jacob her son, saying, behold, I heard thy father speak unto Esau thy brother, saying, bring me venison and make me savory meat, that I may eat and bless thee before the Lord before my death. So that was the blessing, right? Because he's supposed to have the birthright. So Esau was about to get blessed to have what? The kingdom of heaven. Everything that comes with it, right? But Rebekah heard it, and she was like, no, Jacob's going to get that. That was through the spirit. All right, so you can read this yourself about how Rebekah helped Jacob get over on Isaac, really, because he couldn't see, right? All right, so let's go down. And Jacob said, come near. Let's go down. Come near, therefore God gave them the dew of heaven and fatness of the earth and plenty of corn and wine. Let thy people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee. So that's the blessing that our forefathers inherit. All right. Let's start at 30. It says, and it come to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau's brother came in from hunting. All right, so he brought him the venison, the meat, right? Let's go down. So let's go to 34. You can read this. It says, and when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, bless me, even me also, O my father. He said, thy brother came with subtlety, and have taken away thy blessing. And he said, is not he rightly named Jacob? For he has supplanted thee these 2 times. So you got the birthright, then you got the blessing. You're supplanted. And you gave up your birthright. You despised it, nigga. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing. And he said, hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him thy Lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I now do unto thee, my son? Right? It says, and Esau said to his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. So he cried like a little bitch, as usual. And Isaac his father answered, said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above. And so they are living this out right now. That's why they had the best place to live, all that money, best cars. This is their blessing, which is getting swept away. It says, and by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother, which they served Jacob during the time of King David, Solomon, right? But that was it. They haven't served a full term yet, which is getting ready to happen. All right. It says, and it shall come to pass that when thou shalt have the dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And that happened during the time of the Renaissance. They came right back up into power. They broke our yoke off their neck and put yokes upon our necks. Deuteronomy 20:8. All right. It says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherein or wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, in his mind, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. So Jacob's trouble will consist of that also. It's the time for Esau to get at Jacob. All right. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen. All right. Sorry that was lengthy, but you got to get the full understanding. Really, you ain't going to get the understanding if the Lord ain't dealing with you. But that's just the gist of what's, really going on. 2 Ezra 6. 2 Ezra 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the part in the son of the times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that follow it? Which is dealing with Esau and Jacob. Esau is the first, and Jacob is the second. Esau came out first, Jacob came out second. Then answered I and said, Salakia, verse 8, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. That's what's happening as we speak. Esau is the end of this world. He's at the end of his rulership, the end of an eon, which means an age. In Jacob's age or eon, it's time to rule. It's all right. So that's what's happening right now. Though you have other nations going at it, the other nations don't matter. Jacob and Esau is the ones that matter. Really, Jacob. Damn phone act like it want to freeze. Salakia. All of a sudden, that bullshit. And let's see. Let's get this Amos 1. Because I had other precepts. If I can't get them today, I'll do a part 2. So this is Amos 1. Come on, man. And I had the let me get the NLT. This is Amos 1. Because one of the titles said something about the punishment of Edom. I know it said it in my Bible too. All right. Selling whole villages as slaves. Ooh. I'm going to start right here in verse 9. It says, this is what the Lord says. The people of Tyre have sinned against, Salaki, the people of Tyre have sinned again and again, and I will not let them go unpunished. They broke their treaty a brotherhood with Israel and those dealing with the Hamites. All right, selling whole villages as slaves to Edom. So I will send down fire on the walls of Tyre, and all its fortresses will be destroyed. This is what the Lord says. The people of Edom have sinned again and again, and I will not let them go unpunished. They chased down their relatives, the Israelites, with swords, because Jacob and Esau, we are brethren. It says, showing them no mercy. In their rage, they slashed them continually and were unrelenting in their anger. So I will send down fire on Teman, and the fortresses of Basra will be destroyed. And that hasn't happened yet. So now, since it says that, let me go to Isaiah 63, NLT, judgment against the Lord's enemies. It says, who is this that cometh from coming from Edom, from the city of Basra, with his clothing stained in red? So Basra is like a capital of Edom, right? So really, Basra is like unto here in Babylon the Great. America, here you got UK, these different places where Edom dwell is representation of Basra, but more so here in Babylon the Great. America, this is where the majority of Esau is at. It says, who in this royal robes, marching in his great strength? It is I, the Lord, announcing your salvation. And that's talking about the Israelites, because that's who he's coming to save out of Basra here in Babylon the Great, America. All right, and of course we're going to be saved in other parts around the world, but the main deliverance is here in America. It says, it is I, the Lord, who has the power to save. It says, why are your clothes so red as if you had been treading out grapes? I have been treading the winepress alone. No one was there to help me. In my anger, I have trampled my enemies. He's going to trample Esau, Edom, as if they were grapes. In my fury, I have trampled my foes. Their blood has stained my clothes. For the time has come for me to avenge my people. Hey, so it's time for Yahweh Shai to come and avenge the Israelites from their enemies. To save his people out of Jacob's trouble, starting with the elect, the 1/3 of man, woman, and children, right? It says to ransom them from their oppressors. I was amazed to see that no one intervened. No other nation helped us. They were all confederates against us. Was it Psalm 82 and 83, right? These other nations have made a not a tomo. It says that, but they made an basically there was an agreement with Esau Edom, to take us down. It says let me see right here. So I myself stepped in to save them with my strong arm, and my wrath sustained me. I crushed the nations in my anger and made them stagger and fall to the ground, spilling their blood upon the earth. Hey, and that's getting ready to happen for what you have done to the Lord's people. So Esau, Edom, they're getting ready to fall. I was trying to see. In matter of fact, I'm going to end it off with this. Ezekiel 25. Now my damn voice wants to get all, itchy and scratchy out of nowhere. Ezekiel 25 and 12. This is what the sovereign Lord says. The people of Edom have sinned greatly by avenging themselves against the people of Judah. Therefore, says the sovereign Lord, I will raise my fist of judgment against Edom. I will pour out its people. It says, I will wipe out its people and animals with the sword. I will make a desolate land of everything from Teman to the Dan. I will accomplish this by the hand of my people Israel. So the Lord said he's going to put his anger upon us in the King James Version, which mainly this is going to happen, in the kingdom of heaven. But on this side, Jacob's going to get roused up, like I says in Jeremiah 49, Judah shall be roused up. So the American Negroes, they're going to get roused up, and guess what? the rest of the tribes, they gonna follow. All tribes, hell, really, the whole earth moves on the how can I say this? They follow after what the Israelites do, from styles, from music. You know, the whole world copies off of the Israelites. We are the ones that have the salt. We are the salt of the earth. It says, therefore, actually, verse 14, I will accomplish this by the hand of my people of Israel. They will carry out my vengeance with anger, and Edom will know that this vengeance is from me, and I'm not, and I, the sovereign Lord, have spoken. And so, hey, that's getting ready to happen. Starting with the elect, we gonna get it in. You know, when it comes to Esau, Edom, these other nations. So yeah, Esau, Edom's about to fall. You know, and really that's it. I don't want to make this too long. Like I said, I don't know how much space or time I have on my my memory card. So, Lord will, this is edifying to elect. And before I close, I'd like to give all praise and honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole elect. Shalom.